Each other. Yo, what's going on? We back up in this thing for episode number 3. Let me turn this a little bit. We got 2 new guests up in here, man. You already know me, Rayshon, keep it a book.
Man, Dion, man, what's going on with you? KP,
Rob, Brother Vince.
And we're here once again. First off, actually, I'm gonna just play some music real quick. And I hit this nigga up, D-Mac, man. If you see this on Facebook, bro, I inbox you. You feel me? See if you inbox back yet. Just try to get permission to play your music, but you ain't hit back yet. But I'm gonna drop your shit in the description. You feel me? While we go ahead and get started, listen to this song real quick. Get a little cool little vibe going. While we roll up that good, get some viewers coming up in here. If you're on Facebook, make sure you hit that thumbs up, man. Like, share, subscribe, support the movement. You feel me?
I remember sleeping on the floor. I had to get it on my own. I
Can't forget about them lonely nights.
I remember touching on my pole. Niggas tripping, let it go. I can't forget about the coldest nights. I remember waking to the home. Remember waking up parole. I can't forget about the lonely nights. Remember I ain't had nowhere to go. Still thugging on my own. I can't forget about the coldest nights.
Can't forget about them lonely nights. Hey, we got one person in. What's going on, man? Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Hey, drop a comment. It's been 2 weeks that we've been up in here and we ain't got too much comments. We got some views though and stuff. It's going up, but we need more comments, man. Make sure y'all drop them comments on YouTube. You drop it on Facebook too, though.
This shit get real now. Young nigga came home, I just was starving, I need the meal now. Young nigga came home to the bar, bitch, straight out. Still remember the phone, I couldn't call, but then my hand out.
That was on the blunt?
Cold nights got cold. People don't do the night, but I pray before I roll. Yeah, I pray keep it safe through the night, but I still depend on my phone. And I'm still remember the flows. Black clothes. A little rain ain't nothing, now they made me strong. I said, little pain ain't nothing, that shit's made me strong. I said,
I was saying, nigga, on the whole
I remember touching on my pole. Niggas tripping, let it go. I can't forget about the coolest times. I remember waking to the hole. Remember waiting on parole. I can't forget about the lonely nights. Remember I ain't had nowhere to go. Still thugging on my own. I can't forget about the coolest times.
You want one? Are you choosing for ashtray? That's like the only thing we didn't get it. They got everything else. We got even got the noodles. You got to make it seem like a scenery. Kind of like a drink champ. They got all bottles of it. This shit popping. Drink champ. Yo, got one more person in, man. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. Drop a comment though. Can't forget about the lonely nights. And we all had lonely nights, sleeping on the floor. Never gonna forget that shit. That's why I played that song. So let me go ahead. Start the podcast off, man. That's a shout out to D-Mac. That's his song, Lonely Nights. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link in the description at the end of the podcast. That's just a real song, man. It's been nights, plenty of nights. Like I was homeless before I had this spot, man. You feel me? So like just hearing it, I just we just discovered him like shit not that long ago. And it just touched like, you feel me? Like good music gonna touch your soul. You feel me? No matter who it is. I don't know him from Timbuktu, any from Lancaster. But this song in general just reminded me of my struggle that I went through. The lonely nights, man. You know, sleeping in them cars, you feel me? Sleeping on Sierra Highway with my son. And you know, grinding to get where I'm at and just never giving up. And them is them lonely nights that I'm never gonna forget about, and that's what keeps me going. That's why that's such a great song. Once again, shout out to D-Mac. And RP, my uncle, it's his birthday. That's why I got his work shirt on. You see this like an old ass Friday shirt, maybe from the 90s. Yeah, man. R.I.P. my Uncle Mingo, man. And yeah, Raiders Sunday tomorrow.
All day, Raiders.
All day.
Okay.
Now here we go.
All day.
Now here we go.
All day,
Don't listen to nothing they talk about, man.
All day,
Don't listen to nothing they talk about, man.
All you
Hey,
Raiders
drop
fans,
y'all
tune in.
teams in the comment section. What's
Man,
y'all
it's Charger
teams?
Nation, man. Charger to the game.
Hey, you know what's crazy, nigga?
Okay,
I ain't gonna talk about NFL though.
Talk
Nigga, I watched the Colorado game today.
What's that, college?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really be on the college football like that.
I'm watching. I'm following Deion Sanders' journey.
Jura. We talking about Little Junior.
Not just all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just for Deion going to a black college, right? What is this shit called? What is that shit called? What's the
It's like
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I just got into football.
Yeah, he went to
like,
another school.
What's that school?
And they kind of got mad at him for leaving, going to the other school.
Yeah, but
it's the opportunity he wanted for as being a mentor and a coach to be around certain people. You know, if some certain people don't want you to be around certain people, they want you to be around who they put you around.
Facts.
And he wants you to teach these kids that, but not these kids that. So he took away that I want to be over there with the ones that can afford the class, and I'm going to be over here with the ones that can't afford the class.
Well, you talking about
So I
prime?
can teach
Post
you,
prime?
so I can teach you how to get those classes.
That's
And
why
how to stay on track and graduate and go to play pro football or whatever it is you want to do. See, it's different states of mentoring.
But wait. All right. So you saying, all right, when he switched colleges?
Yeah, when he left for a better opportunity for him.
But at the same time, all right, what's the like point behind it? Like he shouldn't have left?
No, he should have left.
He should have?
He took the opportunity to go help those other kids.
And they robbed him. You remember?
That's their fortune.
Like in the beginning, they went in the locker room and stole something in his bag or something.
And that's
y'all didn't hear about that?
That's just riffraff in the school.
And that was in the beginning, and he still stuck it out and made them win and all that. But
he brought a lot of kids to that college, and then a lot of kids followed him from that college to Colorado.
Yeah.
What he did was he went to a school that ain't even on the charts.
Right.
And by his presence being there, he drew magnetism. They became magnets.
That's good enough.
Yeah,
like,
and that's
they gotta take it from there and run with it.
That's building
like a BYU or something.
It's building an empire. He's building an empire for a lesser technology schools.
Yeah.
But because now he there, the monarchy is Deion Sanders is there. So you got to step up and play some prime time football with these kids. Now they're gonna get that notoriety. They're gonna get that look. They're gonna get that respect because they up there now because of their coach. And if their coach is performing to the high level to which he played, those kids are gonna be phenomenal.
Because now he's on TV. At first he wasn't on TV.
They at school wasn't getting no airplay. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't help but to go down.
He did a lot.
Yeah. Now he on TV. Now
he too
now
see
he's
what
what y'all mean on TV? Like he national television.
Now
he got took his
Hello?
His presence,
Yeah.
his media.
The
media those kids wasn't getting them. They getting prime time on millions of people seeing them play.
But they had some shit. I think it was on Netflix or some Prime that they was doing like not a documentary, but just a little episodes on.
Just send me up in a little like an hour.
I don't know what it was called.
At first, bro, he was at college. Was it
Louisiana?
The first college he was like Louisiana, something like that.
It was a university
we
that
got,
airtime.
Yeah,
this one of my followers that's been on here.
At all.
One of my followers, she said hi, so everybody say hi, Jennifer.
How you doing, Jennifer?
And she was actually one of the ones that supported the boys. You feel me? And
she one of them soldiers that ain't gonna quit.
She been solid to the. You feel
See,
me?
but that's Deion though. He one of them soldiers that called forth to do something better. In a dark situation, he was called to bring light to it, and that light was to shine on these kids because of his notoriety and respect. and bring the media attention to these kids that was getting passed over during the draft because they college too little and they figured they wasn't good enough. So you limit people by not giving them the opportunity to prove themselves because they're in a backwood college and the funds is being took away from there to filter into a school that's already rich. He don't want to be there and add to the rich culture. He wanted to take a culture that ain't even cured and curated and bring it up to fruition the way they recognize that this school is a powerhouse being overlooked.
Yeah. Kids left big colleges just to
go
go.
there.
Yeah.
See later.
You know what I'm saying?
Travis Hunter.
Yeah, Travis Hunter, one of the best
But
best
he-
wide receivers. Two-way player.
Yeah.
Do you see the
Oh,
nucleus?
And what he playing?
Face
What he
school.
playing? Cornerback and receiver.
Yeah. They
See-
playing every position of prime that Coach Pettigrew.
It's like every coach got a position. And in that position, he has a lot of titles to fulfill. He has a whole lot of things he has to do. And consideration of every player is an individual perspective you got to have to judge their skill sets, their ability, their endurance, and everything. All of this works to the good of the team as well as the player.
Yeah.
So Deion knowing what it takes to be phenomenal because he already been there.
Right.
You feel me? So when he when he left the school and he went to this other college, the light came on. They took the light from over the basket and let the light shine. Now the light is shining, so all those out there lost can find their way to a path to where they know they're going to be taught right. They know they're going to get what they got coming for participating and doing this and doing that.
Right.
Because you got a mentor that ain't going to let you fall in the crack, and that's just where you want to be. So when I coach, that's how I coach. I coach every individual on an individual basis, and then I bring them together on a team basis. So everybody know their position, and everybody know how to play.
Coach them individually.
Yeah.
Put this out to that.
Build unity.
Yeah, and that's how you build strength.
Yeah.
You build strength in
Yeah.
numbers if all the numbers is on the same page. You can't be on page 6 and everybody be over here on page 3 and that other one on 28. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all going?
Yeah.
See, them is the ones you need to reel in.
Hey, not to cut you off though, man. You remind me of Coach Prime. You don't need the spotlight, but I see you. I watch you take kids and put all your time and effort.
I do.
I mean,
Five.
from going and picking them up, taking them to practice,
Mhm.
picking them up, taking them to games. I seen it. I was just on the
So look,
sideline.
He just bought all of them ice cream and
Look,
all
this
that.
my
You
thing
feel
is,
me?
like, what, hey, was you
Build
built like
community.
that? Or was it like,
Well,
was it like a chant? Like, what was it to
No,
make you like,
since I've been a born again Christian, I've been in the church for like 20 years. When I was raised in the church, I got away from it. I was going out the side door while my mom and them was praising. And because I went out that side door, I went through doors of a whole lot of revolving methods. And I'm just thankful that the Lord seen me able to be free again.
Right.
So in the freedom that he gave me instructions. He said, don't teach them the way you've been teaching them. You are a leader of men. You got to lead them the right way. Don't lead them the wrong way no more. Don't teach them the wrong way no more. Don't talk to them the wrong
So
way
you
no
pretty
more.
much had like a little wake up call, or like,
Oh yeah, I had a rude awakening.
Yeah.
Because the only place I haven't been in the system is death row. I done been
And,
everywhere else.
and that's usually how it is with
Yeah.
most black men that's in our position. Like with me, like I didn't have certain awakenings, you feel me, to get me on the right path. And then also with the roofing, same thing you do with football, like try to put my peoples on whoever and teach them. Because roofing is a trade, you feel me?
It sure is.
That you could take anywhere that you could make money. And I'm not like no type of person that is not. I want to teach people.
You
Right,
efficient.
you're not selfish with your
Yeah, I'm not
knowledge.
selfish.
The knowledge
Yeah,
that
you
you
feel
want to give, bro, you want to give it to somebody that,
Because-
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You wanna-
And that can branch out.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Exactly.
In his spiritual understanding of God's word, he know that he teach others is teaching them to fish.
Yeah.
It's like going out there with a fishing rod. You take somebody to the beach and you show them go
And
that
then-
ride
and-
out
yeah.
there, and you catch a fish. Man, you will never be hungry again,
Yeah.
but you'll be hungry for more. You know what I'm saying? And what he gives is a gift, and that gift is charity, and kindness.
which is
And
God.
teach you something, and you
Mhm.
can take that and
Yeah.
teach that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Each one teach one, but each one reach one. Continue to strive to teach. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being a problem, continue to be a part of the solution. It's like my age is part of the problem. Because we let the kids get away. We let the young homies get away. Now they're running rampant. And we lost a generation. And we're on the verge of losing a generation.
And you're around the age like where the Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
I seen Jimmy Carter and Ronald
Yeah.
Reagan and Bush and all of them.
so you seen like the beginning. We products.
Yeah.
Damn near everybody.
Yeah, I
we
know.
products, but you was there. Like, you
Yeah,
know?
I done been through the
So
trenches,
you-
all the wars, all the other stuff. But what I see now is just some young brothers out here that's willing to try, and I'm willing to show them how to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just taking the time to sacrifice yourself for the love and care of somebody else. Which I have 20-some grandchildren. I say 25, but my wife say 28. But either way, them big numbers.
Yeah,
But I
that's
spend a lot
blessing.
of time with children of all ages. And because I was a child of all ages, I understand their plight. I know they hidden little secrets where they might not be eating or where they're going through some family conflict. It shows on their face. You can look at a child, he outstanding, she sit to the side, he got issues, but he don't feel he got nobody he can talk to.
Yeah.
Coach
Or
is
sometimes
a
they
mentor.
don't even know how to talk.
Yeah,
They're
that's
so
what I'm saying.
young.
But then
But
you
that's
know
why
what,
you have to
but
have
then
that
it's crazy
sit down.
too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got kids that are to themselves, and you got kids that are, you know, that are talkative, active. You know what I'm saying? It might just be, you know, the what they go through or their personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of kids, like, you know, like your daughter, the track one.
Yeah,
Bro, she don't bro, she don't talk to nobody, bro. Like, I see her today, she was sitting by herself, you feel me? Like, you know, you got kids that are like that.
She
you know what I'm
focused.
saying?
See, a lot of children,
and
a
that's-
lot of children that got those aspirations and high hopes and dreams, they separate from other kids.
Yeah.
They do what they supposed to do. They don't create no problems. But then you have to watch those kids because they'll get too smart for their own self. So your guidance that can't never be replaced. A father's guidance can't never be replaced in a child's life. Even unless that guidance that comes to you is through a form of a man that's being a righteous man before you. You feel me? Doing what he's supposed to do. And they see that and they evaluate it. But then when they walk down the block, you got all the homies sitting on 28s and gold chains dangling and everything else. What they gonna want to do? And that's where you the man.
And they didn't even got a house to go to.
And you the man.
Got everything else.
You the man down there with the stop sign in the morning when the kids crossing the street to get to school safe.
Right.
So when he come down there and you at that stop sign, what you gonna tell him? Stay to the right or go to the left. I'm gonna tell him to stay to the right, do the right thing. Don't let that get you fooled. You know what I'm saying? Because you for sure to go to jail or be dead over there in a matter of one day to however many days.
Yo, what's going on, Stephanie? Stephanie says, hey, y'all, 100. Everybody say what's up to
What's
Stephanie.
up?
What's up, Stephanie?
We in
So
the
we're
house.
gonna go ahead and run it to you, man. What you gotta bring to the board? What you want to say, man, to the podcast? So third weekend, you know, speak however you feel, what you've been going through. I don't know, you know.
Shit, man,
It's on your brain, man.
Really, man, it's just trying to get it together, man. With my relationship, you know what I'm saying, with my girl, with my friends, you feel me, with my family. I'm just trying to get, become a better man, not just for my loved ones, but for me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to work on myself, you know what I mean? And at the same time, stay focused on being successful. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to be. You know what I'm saying? And I feel, and I'm gonna be successful. I am. It's just my mindset. I guess how Funny Marco said it's a mindset thing.
It's a mindset thing. Real talk.
And however your mindset is, man, that's
Your mindset can be a lot of things.
Hold on. See, when I start reading the comment, I'm not cutting you off on this, because we gotta talk to our people. So and he's really like,
yeah, I know.
I've been having a YouTube for like 2 years, so it's really people that
and they've been over.
really.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So all right, we got Stephanie said, hope y'all are doing amazing tonight. Then we got Mark up in the building. Everybody say what's up to Mark, man. Mark says, Rayshon 100, keep it real. Please, I hate Doug from No Thanks. Glad he is gone, bro. Mad respect for y'all. Fire.
There you go.
Hey, this
Let's
is
go. That's what's up, Mark.
See, you were saying that your life, your mind goes through a whole lot of cycles, but your spirit don't. If your mind and your spirit ain't connected to what it is you desire to do, you're going to change it. God gave us all talents to use, and we have to find out what we good at. The bastard good at roofing, but he good at being a dad and a father and a mentor and a big homie or a little homie, however he fit in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I always seen him being in
I like how you said little homie because I was
You know what I'm
a
saying?
respectful ass little homie.
You know, so we all have people watching us whether we know it or not. And every measure you do right, somebody gonna always have something to say about it. But when you start to do wrong, they encourage that. They'll hurry up and throw you a pistol or a sack or something instead of throwing you a job. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are set on the path of destruction by us. And but everybody crying about the white people this and these people doing us to us, these people doing this to us. We do it to ourselves. More than any genocidal history activity that ever took place in the world, we done killed more of us than anybody. And that's the truth. We need to really wake up because they hoping and praying we do it.
But at the same time, though, it's not like our history is messed up. You know what I mean? And like the Ronald Reagan, we don't want to get into too many of them politics, but it kind of go both ways, though. You feel me?
You look at
it's only so many black men like us that's blessed to think like that. Because we still got people that come from that's crack babies because of the crack that they put in the hood. So you naturally become fucked up and become that type of person. Some people, it's just already out of control, and that's what's called, I guess, a curse. You feel me?
I heard that word, reparations.
You know? A curse in a good way or a bad way, but that's just life.
That's a bad way.
So it's a repeated cycle, and it gets worse. But then again, we were fucked up from the beginning, not because of us, but because of
it's a hidden method of destruction.
Society puts us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so my point behind that is, it's a lot of brothers that's messed up, man. But sometimes we got to remember, because sometimes we forget.
Yeah.
And that's my thing.
One thing
I say,
well, let KP talk, man. We got this. Hey, well, hold on real quick. This my boy KP, man. First time up in this thing.
Let's
go. Get your word in there, dog.
I sit and tell myself, like, being a black man in America, because the way shit is set up, it's easier to do bad than it is to do good. You feel me? It's been times where me myself, you feel me? I have gone to jobs, put in multiple applications, dressed presentable. You feel me? Just for the appeal or liking of just
their appearance.
You feel me? Right. Just because that's just how I was raised, right? And I seen other people.
Hey, baby, can y'all close that door?
And I seen other people not dress as presentable, right? And get a job. Then I try again and fail again. Not because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. It's just because that's just the way shit is set up. As long as companies just feel like, as long as they got one black person up in there,
they got enough.
Man, that's crazy.
They got enough.
They're not prejudiced.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. So from like from any just black man, right? 9 times out of 10, if they grew up in the hood or whatever, they was exposed to the streets or whatever, they're gonna be like, man, fuck this. I know I can make some money doing easy to get a gun, easy to get some drugs, easy to do all that, and you're gonna make a profit off that quicker than you are to go get a 9 to 5. Right? That's why I sit there and say, if you're not mentally strong enough for that shit, you're gonna fall right back into the system the way that they designed it to be.
Okay, so what age you think would be good to interact with these kids to turn them away from those paths of destruction?
As soon as you can. It starts from the parents. It starts from the parents. It starts from birth. And if that's not possible, whatever the situation is, everybody's situation is different, but as soon as possible.
But
all my kids, I start anything that I want to embed in their mind and get them to this level. You feel me? Like all my kids know how to fight, know how to fight their self-defense. You feel me? And I didn't have them watching documentaries on certain stuff and all that, but I was there in their life and able to do that. Like it's some men that wants to be there, but sometimes can't for different situations.
And that takes us back to last week,
or vice versa, a mother, or but. If you can, you feel me? If it's possible from the job.
No, it is.
I remember my son was damn near like 2 years old. I was at the barbershop. We were just sitting outside waiting for my turn. And I'm talking to my son. He like 2.
Yeah.
Somebody walked past and they go, why are you talking to your son like that? I said, because he got to grow up one day.
Yeah.
Hey,
you know,
it's
that's
not,
crazy.
I'm not doing that Google guy.
Yeah, no, you don't supposed to do that.
You
You talk to him
nah,
straight.
He gonna have to develop hella fast. Because in this world today, man, hell no.
You know, it's like when you get a bunch of kids together, a bunch of young boys, and then you get a bunch of young girls over there, and you watch their behavior, and then when you put them in some organized structured event, they master that real quick. Because our kids are real intelligent and smart. It's just keeping them on the path of doing the right thing. It takes a village to raise a child. I'm one man, and I'm on the battlefield every day for the kids, for my brothers, for these young adults, because that's what my kids are. Mostly young adults, young parents.
You know what I'm saying? Cheers, Mark.
And I always strive every day to be
we already off the Gatorade
to the young teenager, the ones going to school, who going to school to get an education, but subjected to all the other nuisance stuff that goes on at the schoolhouse.
You know what it is? Like, you know, kids, they develop like who they are at a certain age. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when from 1 to, I think, like, probably 8, 9, maybe, you know, you're still a kid. You still want to run around and, you know, play with toys and do all this. Once they get to a certain age, they
mature.
You know what I'm saying? It's how they mature. You feel me? Like, they either mature, like, you know, more on their shit or more just on some, like, you know, mature on some fast shit.
So you saying that if I put
I want to tell that.
if I put a learning app on, if I put a learning app on,
that's how I keep putting it.
And what's that game? It's one of those shoot 'em up games. What is it? Grand Theft Auto over Mickey Mouse learning thing. Which one do you think the kid gonna accept? See, why is the question I would ask that to my kid? Why you choose that over?
You gotta teach them the difference.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
so look, let me say this real quick. Back on what KP said on how to do. He said why you talking to your kid like that? Do it mathematically, right? Like as a parent, I'm never gonna put my kids out there like that. I'm gonna raise them to be like that, but they always welcome. But the legal, you know, how the world is, what is 18, 21, you know, it's kind of in between. No, I'm talking about legally.
Yeah, it's legal 25.
It's not 25. It's 18 and 21. But legally, it's really 18 because you're going to the county jail at 18. So we're going to go off of that, right? Boom. So when your kid is 9 years old, they're half an adult. You feel me? And this is what most people do. Still baby them. Oh, don't cuss. They don't. So by the time they hit 16, 18, you throwing them in, not saying us, but just the reality of life. You throwing your kid in the world, this fucked up ass world, and they barely even know what a cuss word is because you babying them so much. You're not letting them know what a cuss word is. You're not teaching them the real and the raw. You feel me? So you raising your kid to be weak and throw them to the wolves. You feel me? And then expect them to do this, and then send them to the army, and then you feel me?
I'll tell my son no. I'll tell my son
no. The army got to
teach
them to shoot a gun. Why you didn't teach your son to shoot a gun before you things like that? So it's certain. Hold on. It's you have to raise your kids to in advance. You feel me? The right and the wrong. If you cuss around your kid, teach them how not to cuss. If you listen to rap music around you, that depends. You feel me? Because that could go all type of ways because movies is fucked up too. You feel me? But you have to teach them, you know, you feel me, the bad and what not to do. You know what I mean? And that's how I raise my daughters and everything. They do good in school and everything, 4.0, all that. You know what I mean? But yeah, basically I'm because I don't want to talk too long.
The other thing is too with that, you know, kids when you let your kids go to school. But you think they're around other people, other than food, like you know what I'm saying?
It's already there.
But that's why it starts at home.
It does. Okay, it starts at home, but you can't control
build a leader.
What happens
that's why you teach them.
Yeah, you teach them.
Like
you gotta build a leader.
You can teach them whatever, tell them whatever, but you know it's up to them on how they process that shit.
But when they go to school, they on your mind. Because your mind state is mind state of your child should be the mind state of the parents in the house. So when they go to school, they already know not to be participating in that. Because my dad said no. You know what I'm saying? Or my mom said no, and if I do that and I get in trouble, I'll get my butt whooped when I go home. Now maybe he can talk bad and do what he do, but I can't do that.
Facts.
You are the individual. You know what I'm saying? And I'm your parent. I tell my baby when she go to school, don't make me come up here. Because you gonna make me whoop you. Because I don't want to. But if you make me, then I have to do what a dad got to do.
Don't be the cause.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
See, a lot of people don't, they scared that they whip their kids gonna go up to the school and tell the teacher. And next thing you know, the police gonna show up at your house and they can't arrest you.
Yeah.
That's how they done took the discipline.
Honestly, I feel what you're saying, but nowadays you gotta be like
scared.
Bro, they doing anything for the CPS cases and all that. That's why we always gotta go through something.
You set that foundation and that example from the get-go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I could just look at my son. My son be like, "Oh shit, I did too much." You know what I'm saying? Because it's just those talks to get him to understand. Look, I don't have to put my hands on you. You just have to understand where I'm coming from. That's it. If we understand each other,
due process, as when you started from the beginning, is they're gonna already know that without, just like you said, you could just look. You feel me? And
that's
they already know. I already know what you feel me. If worse comes worse, you know.
And that's what I'm telling man. You gonna hear a lot of no's. So you better suck my no up right now. Because in life you're gonna hear a lot of no's. So you just better get used to it.
It's just in general nowadays, man. It's a battle having a kid, bro. We got to deal with a lot. You feel me?
But we
got to deal with the shit that they promote. We got to deal with just
social media.
Yeah.
Social media.
You got to deal with everything.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? The kids got phones nowadays.
Yeah.
Even 9-year-olds, you know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of bad influence out there.
Bro, my little nephew is on the phone, just like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Sometimes
he networking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But at school, he can't do his ABC.
Yeah.
That's a lie. Because if he could get on that phone and run that phone, he can run his ABC. He can teach that teacher something. You know what I'm saying? Because half of us, we don't know how to work those phones. But those kids get that phone. You give a 3-year-old baby a phone and sitting down on the floor. He gonna come back. He gonna be watching something on that phone running it.
Yeah.
Y'all want to know what I did? With my son right now, he'd be on the phone, but his school, we paid $12 a month for schooling. And even when he started on the phone, it was educational stuff. And still it's educational stuff. So you just gotta, you know, because I felt happy when my son learned how to use the phone and shit on his own. So it's like just teach him the right thing while he's using it, which is school.
Yeah, you can't avoid it.
My son is 3 years old and 10 months and smarter than that.
See, but
he on a 6-year-old, 5-year-old level right now. You really on God knows ABCs, know how to spell his name, knows one, and ain't even been to school yet. You feel me?
See, this what I'm saying though. If your kid is saying he having problems at home, I mean at school, he can't learn. He lying. Because when he come home, he turn that PlayStation 3 on or whatever, it takes some technical skills to operate that computer. So all of that at school, you don't want to learn, you want to play. So sometimes I'm going to have to take your game from you so you can play that homework right there. Right. See, when enough the school they just at the homework they don't give kids homework out here. I see. When I was going to school, you came home with a backpack full of homework, and that backpack still needs to be sitting on these tables when them kids walk through that door.
You better have a pack
to make sure that they get some extra learning.
Hey, but I just went to back to school for my daughter, and the teacher said some real stuff. She was like, I don't give homework because that's what we get paid for, and there be a lot going on in grown people's life. And she was like, we just do everything in class. Like, you know, it shouldn't be up to the parents to, you know, have to do with it, you know.
You trying to take my place, partner? It's going to always be up to me. All that smoke you trying to blow up people's ass like chimneys, we ain't with that.
No, I felt that.
No, this is what I'm saying, though. He going to take your role. Tell you don't need to coach your kid when your kid
No, she didn't say I don't need to. She just said this is why I don't give out homework.
Well, you like
because at the end of the day, most kids don't turn in their homework anyway.
Because if they can't,
so why not make a better?
But where that go to? That go back to the family. It go back to the
That's up to the parent.
Yeah, that'll make them focus more on what they, you know what I'm saying?
Because I'll tell you like
homework, that'll make them come home and be like, you got homework?
No, she was like, they already at school 6 hours out the day.
That's okay.
I understand that. But when I came home, nigga, I couldn't go outside until my shit was done.
Yeah.
Now, you take those
I feel your pain.
But
bro.
look,
You feel me?
you take those
I feel
6 hour
your pain.
kids
I'm
in
from
a
Chicago, so
public
I feel
school,
your pain, bro.
then because they in a public school, kids at that school 6 hours a day. Take those private school kids over there 6 to 8 hours a day in school, and they ain't going home till their work is done. Now these kids is there around, they gone.
Yeah.
They ain't look back, thought back about nothing. But these private school kids, they focused on, they ain't no boys in the girls' class. There was girls in the girls' class. And these are boys over here in the boys' class.
distractions.
So they done mixed us up so that distraction would be there. If you separate those kids, those boys gonna learn and those girls gonna learn. Because the distraction ain't there. You know what I'm saying? It's amongst girls learning how to be young ladies and grow up to be mothers and potential business women or politicians, whatever they see the world demand and need.
Stephanie said, praying for our young generation is so different these days. I feel like you have no choice but to keep it real with your kids. I'd rather them learn from me.
Oh, that's real.
Right.
That's it. That's what we talk about. That's
real.
the center of what we're talking about is the parents getting more active in their children's lives. Having a voice. Don't come here and try to run me. I'm the parent.
It's tough love.
You know what I'm saying? No, but I seen a lot of kids come into their home and run the mothers and daddies.
Yeah.
Run them.
Yeah.
You can't tell me nothing. Do. I'll be like, let me put my hands in my pockets because I'm like the deer. I'll be done knock your ass down. You know what I'm saying? I'm old school. I was raised on getting ass whoopings, and when we do something wrong on the block, Miss Smith want a piece, Miss Johnson want a piece, and they all gonna get a piece of your ass before you get home. You know what I'm saying? But now kids can just run down the street acting crazy. And ain't nobody gonna say nothing and fear they're gonna try to retaliate on them. See, that's the bluff. When the kids start throwing up these type of things, they shouldn't be throwing up to grown other people with mothers and fathers.
Right.
But that's where they got on the level of respect. It's real low. But you got those that's got that respect still amongst those youngsters that check them being a youngster. Why you doing that and woo. But those guys, they few and far in between. It's an alarming number of our kids falling, jumping off cliffs when they don't have to. When they should just stay in school, they smart. But economic situations or whatever is causing them to break away from the school.
Not even that. It's just they don't have no role models or influencers in their life.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. True that.
And that's where it takes like you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
like us to feel, you know what I'm saying, to sit up there and try to tap into their brain and kick knowledge and you know what I'm saying, and try to give them a different lane to see, because a lot of these kids they're all followers.
Mm-hmm. Most of them.
You know what I'm saying? They're all followers. As soon as they get home, they can hop on a video game. And they're influenced by other kids from across the fucking world.
Right.
You feel me? That's why for me, my son can't interact with nobody unless I give him approval.
Yeah. And them type of feelings is gonna come natural. Like when you in the kid's life and they gonna know, look, godly, they're gonna know mom and dad.
You don't know how
So
everybody
as long as
grew up,
mom and dad is in their life, or either one, their natural feelings is not gonna want to let their parent down.
Yeah.
You feel me? And they're gonna know when they're doing something bad.
Right.
You know, as little kids they do little, but as they get older and older, they're gonna think about that shit. You feel me? I don't want to do this because my parents.
Okay, that's another thing too. If you hasn't grown around brothers or sisters or you know what I'm saying, that part too, that shit has a lot to do with it too. You know what I'm saying? Growing up around, you know what I'm saying, brothers and cousins. Now, if you just grew up by yourself, you know what I'm saying, and you go out there, nigga, it'll be like easy to kind of influence you unless you just a strong-minded little kid.
But not really though.
You know,
not as far as raising a kid. Maybe social, maybe like
like
social relationship. You might not be that social,
Nigga.
but we talking about parenting,
Yeah.
not social relation.
I I grew up with two brothers, two older brothers. Wasn't in my life.
I grew up with one brother and me and my brother.
dad.
You know.
Not in my
But
life.
they was there though, like you grew up with them.
It was like it's different. Like okay, it was present, but the streets was there. Like I was forced in a sense to go. I had no role models, no influencers. It goes back to shit like that, right? When you go to the streets, you feel me? I remember sitting on the porch with dudes like Vince, right, young as fuck, not smoking weed, no nothing. I'm just soaking up, just like a human sponge.
That's crazy,
right? Little nigga, you gonna smoke one day. Nah, I ain't gonna smoke. You feel me? Little nigga, you gonna smoke. Nah, I ain't gonna smoke. Look, all right, give me that blunt, nigga. I started smoking. You feel me? But what it is not just because you got people in your life. You gotta have the right people that's giving you the right guidance in your life.
Yeah.
Hey, that's great. Yeah, I know what you mean because when a motherfucker, because I came back, I was with the homie. I came back with my baby mom, talking to him. You know what I'm saying? I used to kick it with him because he was older head. It was my homie's brother. You know what I'm saying? He the one got me into smoking. He nigga all that, bro. Like I just got, I know what you mean. You learn more from somebody older than kicking it with your own age. Like nigga, I never kicked it with niggas like, oh, I'm 14. I never kicked it with niggas 14, bro. Like,
I just felt like I was always more gamed up than
nigga. Bro, I swear to God, nigga, I went to Hawaii. I came back. He's like, oh, you think you know it? I'm talking to the homie. He's like, oh, you think you know everything, man? I said, nah, it's just, I'm just, I you know what I mean? I took what you told me, nigga, and ran with it. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You just gotta take bits and pieces. You don't always gotta take what.
See, I
not what he tell me. You know what I'm saying? I just,
I always tell a homie this is optional if you want to accept what I say. But don't ask me no question unless you want to hear what I have to say.
Oh yeah,
because you might don't like it. Because I told one of the youngsters on my team, he said, "What position can I play?"
Water boy.
I said,
I was just playing.
I said, well, due to your lack of physical condition,
if you say
you can play
center,
you can play on the line because you ain't doing a lot of running.
That's how it was with me.
You can't run 10 yards down the field and you can't run 10 yards back without being labored. So what you want me to do, kid? You trying to have you play wide receiver? No, I'm going to put you where you can play, control the flow of the game, hike the ball, control the ball. You the first player that's going to touch the ball every play.
What you're capable of.
Yeah. And I say now when you lose some weight and get your speed up and your agility, because that's why I'm here to help you overcome whatever little struggles in your way. Because before you go down that wrong road, stop at this stop sign. I'm standing right here. I got a catalog full of stuff you might want to need to know going out there seeking to know. Knock on that church door down there and sit down. We can top it up. I'll tell you everything you need to know. And everything I don't know, God gonna show me. So I'm gonna have something to show you. Like another bishop over there that's done been through a whole bunch of stuff that you can sit down and talk to. Whether you accept what he say or not, you have the opportunity to be told. And when you have the opportunity to be told, you ain't in the dark no more. The light came on. So you can't say you didn't know. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, you know, because I told you last week. Now you in trouble because you didn't listen. And the voice that they hear is yours telling them you shouldn't do that. And so when I teach and coach these kids, I coach every one of them individually, but I coach them collectively all together. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a point in time where we all together and we ain't players. We brothers. And this is what we take with us. From here, we take it to school. We don't fight and fuss amongst one another. So if you Hispanic or you white or you black, y'all are a team wherever you at.
Oh wait, hold on. We got some comments. It was Stephanie said I used to have a ton of homework at times. Oh, that was at 8:07. Oh, that was 7 minutes ago. My bad. We were a little late. But she said I used to have a ton of homework at times. I wasn't done until bedtime. I had homework. I hated homework for reals. Then we got Toodles Chocolate. What's happening? That's another one of the supporters that's been down.
Right.
Cut off that Wi-Fi and see how quickly the room get clean.
Yeah, for real.
Rob, what's happening, man? What you got to say, man, about anything? It don't gotta be just say how you feeling, man.
Man, you know, I'm just
say your age first, because you're the youngest, man.
I'm 24. You know,
24,
just trying to learn stuff, you know, from other people. You know, like Vince. You know, I always grew around him. You know, he was my old football coach. You know, that's how.
You told me. You said he was defensive coach. Coach.
Yeah, he was my old football coach. You know, Vincent was. You know, I just grew around. You know, Chicago. You know, in the Bay Area. You know.
You came from Chicago?
Yeah, you know, just grew up in the Bay Area, you know, just doing my own stuff, you know. I learned how to stay away from the haters, you know, stay away from the bad stuff, you know. I learned a lot of stuff since I've been in California, you know. So that's all I gotta say, you know. And I'm sitting here listening to y'all, you feel me? I don't got no kids, but you know, I'm gonna learn, you feel me? I'm learning from y'all. Feel me? For sure.
But see, just
on the right
because
path.
you got kids, it depends at the time they point you in into their life to be.
Yeah, I got my brother.
They
I got my little brother.
You got your little brother, but there's other kids out there. You old enough to be a father,
Right.
a young father.
Right.
So you teach those children from a father perspective with love and kindness.
Yeah.
Take the time to be patient and perseverance and persistence overcome a whole lot of things. But
Right.
you got to have the patience to be still.
Mhm.
And when we like that, we can sit in the park all day and watch these kids play out in front.
Right.
Knowing that they safe, knowing that they ain't out here hating each other and that they laughing and they having water fights. Just to watch that is amazing.
Right.
And the times we living in where you have to really watch over your children. You can't
Right.
let them out. We got so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Against our kids. This is where they focusing at.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
anybody paying attention to anything, you need to pay attention to where they placing their attention at.
Right.
And it's on our babies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care what creed or color you are. They focusing on the kids.
Cartoons and all.
For sure.
Yep, they attack. We under attack. So what we gotta do? Fight back. We gotta unite our forces together. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why, I learned a lot of stuff from California.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's like ever since I came to California, I done learned shit out there. You feel me? All I was learning was guns, you feel me, drugs. You feel me?
Just
I wasn't-
apply to your environment.
You feel me? I wasn't learning shit like go to work and shit. None of that. I was learning how to stand on the corner. You feel me? That's where I came from. You feel me?
Hey, it's
So-
cheaper out there.
Well,
And like for the rent, like
nah, it's bad, bro. You feel me? They not gonna fix nothing. They not gonna do anything for you. You feel me? They gonna leave your rooftop all messed up until you move out. You feel me?
It's called
You feel me? They don't care out there.
it's redlining.
Yeah, that's when my mom moved to California. You feel me? 'Cause
redlining.
They got certain codes, they got certain sections of the state, city and state locked down.
Chicago or
And
Target.
they don't
right
go,
now.
we don't put nothing there.
Yeah,
Same shit they did to
not-
LA in the
anything-
80s
anything-
is Chicago
don't build
now.
that now.
Anything is like
They ain't doing
redlining. It's like
When they
they
decay,
just trying to move everybody out. How about you
it's
say it like that?
gentrification,
They
but
just trying to
redlining.
move all the gangs and guns and shit all
Okay,
out.
like redlining is it's like okay, you have the like suburbs or the wealthy area right here where you gonna have banks, restaurants,
Right.
all kind of shit like that.
Segregation.
And you know what I'm saying? And at some point you're gonna have a hood, right?
Right.
You're gonna have corner stores,
Yeah.
gas stations. You feel me?
Yeah,
Little shit like that. So
Family dollars.
so it keeps everybody, like you said, segregated. Right? And that's what redlining is. And I've learned this, that it can be somebody from the hood, right? And somebody from the suburbs.
Right.
With the same education, chasing the same dream. But because the person that grew up in the suburbs, family tree is totally different from the person that grew up in the ghetto. In the hood, you feel me? He has a better opportunity to get whatever that they're both chasing because of the red line between the two.
that deep.
yeah, it is.
To where a motherfucker could be like same
That's
smart.
why- that's-
to where look, a motherfucker could be like same smart, like educated nigga, like they.
It don't matter.
No, that's just
he
how
got
it's just set
4.0
up.
He got a 4.0 scholarship just because he on this side of the red line.
Yeah,
He
of
can't
course.
really bubble like that. That's-
No, he had to leave.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's still possible to read.
Yeah, it is.
might
That's
be-
really
it's a little
poverty
harder.
right there. That's what I'm saying,
But
nigga.
because
Because they put us in a poverty.
That's why you just gotta. Once you understand it, then you're able to outbeat them. Then it's basically up to you to. You feel me?
Your family
No,
tree,
you
you
do.
got
Break that curse.
on one side you got a family tree that's wealthy from top to bottom.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then you got on the other side you got people that's not so wealthy, but
Family
they
that's
still,
struggling.
you feel me? But they still made a way through. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, you know what? I got 3 brothers and 2 sisters, my nigga. I got 1 sister out of all of us that went to university. You feel me? She went to ASU. Okay.
Are your sister?
Yes.
Oh yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. You feel me? Like, but how? See, what I'm saying, but was y'all in that poverty type of place, my nigga? Like,
Yes. But okay, look, my dad has always taught me to work for my own money.
Yeah.
My dad has always instilled in me like I ain't never worked for nobody. My dad has had trash companies, car lots, laundromats, you feel me, sports stores, but he's always worked for himself. You feel me? So he's always instilled like certain things into us, right? But what I'm saying is that out of all of us, regardless of anything, it was just a hustle. My sister took upon herself to go beyond that, and you know what I'm saying, and break the, like, in a sense, the family curse.
Okay, yeah, see, but I feel
She's
like
a business
even if it's a red line, bro, I don't. They still can't, like, bro. There's you ever heard the four? I think like 3 black kids, bro. What is it? The what's that shit? They got the most. They're the most intelligent.
No, it's always look through God.
It's 3 black kids.
It's always a way, bro. You feel me? But that red line is there though.
They got the highest
Regardless
IQ.
of what. That's when it takes. Like, look, people, like, if we're educational on what we on, it's up to us. You feel me? It's like God bless you. That's why the world is messed up too, because He did give you that knowledge to make your own decisions. You feel me? Just like right now, we all smart enough to be probably better than what we is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know I'm not at my full. I know I'm not in my full potential, bro. I'm not even halfway there,
I can't really
bro.
blame it on. I can't
You
really
feel
blame
me?
my mental being. You know what I'm saying?
No,
When
you-
I told you.
Right now,
But
at
I
this
told
point in
you
life,
earlier,
you gotta blame yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
That's
Because you
enough.
know what you can do.
That's
Right, but at
You
the
feel me?
same
And
time,
that's beating that red line that you're blessed with. Because a lot of people don't have the choice to even, you know, because they could fucking, just for instance, bro, reality, what I was telling you earlier about the Ronald Reagan shit, they bringing crack into the government, and then crack babies and shit, you feel me? And that shit affects the way of a child is gonna boom, and then they get injected by all types of.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much because we ain't gonna have a YouTube next week. But you feel me? That all chemicals, bro. Your brain is a chemical balance that fucks a
And
lot
I
of kids
fucked up, man.
up, bro.
They hit me. I was
You
in-
feel
I
me?
was in
So,
they hit me with
but
the-
look, this the thing. That's the red line is there, and then it's this reality works like this, and then it's like some people just get blessed, bro. You feel me? And once you get blessed, it's sometimes you might get lucky because of that family curse that was broke, but that's a good curse. You feel me? It could be good curses too. You know, like if we break the family curse and we millionaires, then of course our kids is gonna be fucking straight, right? Obviously, right?
It's always a mentality though.
So it goes like that too, bro. And that's reality too, though. And so everybody's situation is different, but my whole part is just this the blessing when like we all blessed to even sit right here, and it's once you at that level, is you gotta know what you doing wrong to stop, and you need to know you know that though. And you know when you do that, you're gonna get blessed and you're gonna move up, and that's when you cross that red line. You feel me? Because you're already blessed, but it's still a challenge, you know.
It's just harder for us. You feel me?
Unless you're just one of them people that's on the good side of
to that, because I'm blessed. You know,
Your father,
Yeah,
your father was one of those men that refused to bump his head on the glass ceiling. You know, the glass ceiling is a ceiling that you can elevate to, but you can't go through. That's where they don't want you up on those floors with. No matter how much knowledge you have to create your own ceiling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Every man got to establish his own foundation he gonna stand on. And once he stand on it and set his principles on there that he gonna live by, he don't let nobody alter that carbon copy.
That's
The only
why,
guy that I encourage him and spiritually.
That's why I said
And that's
the
another
river.
thing. That's
You know
another
what I'm
thing.
That's my lane.
That's another
That's
thing, bro.
my-
That's what it comes
that's
to.
it.
Having
Feel
your
me?
own positive vibes, homie.
And I just got
And
blessed
Nick,
with
I
that.
believe in all that, bro. Positive vibes and really manifesting of what you want. You know what I'm saying? What you want and what you believe in. When you believe in it and you really feel it, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna come about. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you good, you successful, and you know what I'm saying, you a go-getter, you get this bread. Like, even if you not really doing nothing, there's gonna be something that if you feel that, bro, there's gonna be some type of energy that's gonna make you go towards it, bro. But there, you do have to put the energy in towards what you want. You know what I'm saying? You just can't sit there and it ain't gonna fall on your lap, bro. If you really want that shit and you feel that, bro, I swear, bro. If you really want something and you feel that, bro, you're gonna go get it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And manifest and really feel it.
And it makes it like it just feels better when you accomplish it yourself. You feel me?
Right, and one thing, don't say goals. Don't say goals. Goals is just something.
No, you gotta have goals,
bro. Don't, man.
That's
Not set goals. No,
Listen,
do not set goals. Bro, do not set no goals.
What it is, you
Because
can
once
set. No, listen. You can set a big goal, right?
No goal.
But what you do is you set little goals to get to your big goal.
Okay, here you go.
Because
Right
what
here.
it is
Here you
you
go.
want
Here
to
you
be
go.
able to stay
Here you go.
motivated.
Here you
I
go.
feel you.
Right.
My thing I'm trying to say is don't set goals because if you set goals, say you get to where you want. Right?
Okay, look.
That's it?
No.
You done?
No,
What?
that's why I said you got to
Do
set
not
little
set-
goals.
man.
to get to your-
Answer that question.
Bro, you
Answer
got
that
to
question.
elevate, bro.
Watch
Do not
this.
set a goal. Okay, you want to set the goal.
All right, so what are you saying, bro?
I'm saying like
What?
don't set goals. Keep
Okay, so
going.
what are you saying?
Keep elevating. That's what I'm saying.
But you have to plot in your head to think something, right?
Right, but
Next week I want to get a job, right?
It all comes.
You got.
You gotta.
But no. Next week,
Steps.
look, listen to what I'm saying, right? You got an interview on Monday, right? Boom, right? And you want to go to that, right? That's a goal, bro. Your goal is to get to that interview.
Okay,
I
this
mean,
is my
right.
question.
So I
This-
gotta wake up at 8. You feel me? That day, you feel me? Take a shower. You feel me? Boom. So it's preparation to get to
It's
that.
goals. That's the definition.
Okay.
So don't, you know.
Right.
I mean,
Let-
you
let-
set
let-
goals.
Okay, you see this
Yeah,
microphone
or
right here?
accomplishments. It's different words for goals too. You feel me?
This
all the
question,
same.
this question is not only for us, but it's for all of those listening and watching.
Oh yeah, we ain't got. We got
This was your life.
a microphone.
Tell
Last
me what
week we
you
didn't
want.
have no microphone.
Tell me,
That's like-
tell me what you want this to do for you, for your life. Tell me what you want
We
life
want
to
that
do for you.
motherfucker to work.
That's to y'all too. Tell me what you want life to do
Nah,
for
that's
you.
just some joke. We got to make them laugh, man. As far as the microphone,
This life. No, this is your
Okay.
life. What you want your life to do for you. Tell me what you want your life to do for you.
Make me successful, my nigga. Make me successful, educated. You feel me? All that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I got this little. I say this shit every time before I go to sleep, bro. It's a hit in my subconscious mind, bro. Like to where I am successful, bro.
Hey, let me have this. Let me have
hold
this.
on, hold on.
I am successful.
Yeah.
I am strong. I'm an educated.
I heard
man.
you speak a lot of shit into existence,
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. That's
It only
one thing.
need
You know
like
what
4
I'm saying?
months.
And that's one thing I'm doing because even if I'm making to this interview because I just want to see what it is. You feel me?
And that's your
Okay,
goal.
look, my thing, look, no, hey, man, let you go. Nah, it ain't no goal. nigga. Nah, it ain't no. How's it a goal? I don't want to be no.
Okay, that's what you want life to do for you.
My thing is not a goal. It's just I'm saying. I'm gonna.
He want to be a roofer, but he
But
wanna
is that
go
what you want life to
I
do?
want-
That's what you want your life to do for you is to make you successful, and make you smart, and make you all of this?
Yeah.
Let me take your life back. Okay, who next? What you want life to do for you?
Shit. You know, it's my goal. It's my goal. Shit. I'm trying to touch my goal. Shit. I'm trying to touch where I gotta be. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
What's
just so
your
this
goal?
ain't no quick question. We all gonna answer it.
What's your goal?
You know, doing this music producing, you know, just doing my own stuff, you know, staying away from
That's what you want your life to do for you.
yeah.
Okay? What you want your life to do for you?
Hey, we gotta be funny too, though.
Okay. But what you
I
want
thought he
your
was
life
about
to
to
do
take
for
your
you?
life. He said that's his.
See, y'all, this ain't no trick question. You're gonna feel the impact of what I'm gonna say when I say it.
Oh God, it's a point
But
of view.
everybody else,
Everybody gotta get
Hey,
the
this
mic.
a bar
Everybody-
right here. It's a
Hey,
metaphor. It's
everybody
like,
get the mic. Yeah, give him the mic, man.
who?
Oh, you
It's
like-
on KP.
Yeah, give him
what's
the
your
mic.
life? What you
All
want
right,
to
so
do
this
for
is
you?
serious.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's serious. It's been serious. So,
I want my life, right? I want my life to show me, lead me through the way, right? Just keep me on a good path, the right path. Just so that I know that my life, after life, I've done what I was set out to do.
Okay, life done there. You. That's what you want your life to do.
Yes.
that's all me.
Yeah.
Let me grab my
Nah,
life.
you got your mic?
Yeah. Grab your life.
No, this is a
Oh,
life
that's the
right
life
here.
mic?
Yeah.
Life mic. I like that.
Stay one with the Most High and keep me focused.
Mhm. Okay. You see my hands right here? This is my life. But this just life. Life ain't gonna do nothing for you. Every individual at this table talking about they want life to do something for them, life gonna sit on this table right here. As sure as this microphone is sitting here until you get up and do something about it. Until you go to school and get your brain right. Until you do the right things to make your life full, rich, and successful the way you want it. But if you waiting on life to do it, keep waiting. It ain't gonna do nothing for you. It's gonna give you another day. If it gives you another day. But for whatever you want in your life to come to fruition, you have to put your boots on every morning, get up and hit the grind and do the right things. Educate your brain, motivate yourself, and do what you need to do with your life. That's your life. Nobody else can do for you with your life, and you want it to do something for you. I think you're gonna do with it. That's the whole thing. People always say, "Oh, my daddy don't buy me that. Oh, my mama don't buy me that." And when you get 18, who what you gonna buy? Because you ain't been used to working. You've been given everything you've been given. You know what I'm saying? Right. So what is good to you if I leave you $1 million and you don't even know how to fucking work? Right. What you gonna do is spin it.
Well, that's why all them rapper kids be messed up.
That's it. It's because they ain't giving them no responsibilities. But life is your responsibility. If you get in trouble, it's because you wanted to run with the homies and do that dirt. Right. But if you go to school and you graduate, that's because that's what you wanted to do.
Not all rapper kids. Shout out to Snoop. Not all of them. Snoop Dogg. Well, I don't know how.
Some kids go through.
I ain't heard nothing about Snoop kids.
We go through stuff. All kids gonna go through something. But having them around where they can sit and talk to mentors that also been through something, it helps the kid chances to improve and to grow out of whatever it is they're going through. But if there's no one there for them, they're going to turn to the next person down on the street. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm from mostly 3 out of 5 days in the park for hours just chilling with the kids. Letting them play, teaching them football, teaching them basketball, teaching them baseball, doing pictures, whatever I need to do for them to get what they like to do. You know what I'm saying? If they feel comfortable where I'm after school, I'm going to the park. The deacon is up there. All their parents know me. So they know I got a gang of kids and I'm going to teach them the right way because I know how to do wrong. So I don't do wrong. I teach them right because I know what their end result going to be. You know what I'm saying? And if I set a kid on the path of destruction because the end result is going to be his demise and I know that, then I'm responsible for his murder or his death because I didn't lead him right. You know what I'm saying? I didn't give him no books and no good inspiration, no words of encouragement. I said, take this dope sack and take this gun, go sit down there on that corner, go to work. I ain't going to tell you got 900,000 enemies out there ready to shoot your head off. But that's how it is. Right. That's where it's going from where you come from. Right. That's how they function. You on the block. You don't never see the man chilling.
That's why I said I was a human sponge growing up.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to be. We have to sit around and see, observe, and dissect and evaluate. And we have parents that's present and on the scene. We need to ask.
That's why I never gangbang or nothing like because I was just smart enough. Like,
I
was there.
This God just blessed me. The Most High just blessed me to be the person that I am. You feel me? And I was like this, always observe, always paid attention, and not just learning from my mistakes, you feel me? But also watching people like when I'm real young, like you feel me? Their mistakes too, like you know. Seeing my stepdad go off to prison, my dad going like just everything, like you feel me? Like you know. Yeah. And even I still got caught up in shit, but like you know, I didn't did some shit, you feel me? But I learned quick, like you know, let me back up. Like every time I get in trouble. But all right, it's time to backtrack.
I used to just tell myself, like, damn, man, my parents didn't raise me like this. You feel me? All I had, my dad was there, he wasn't present. He was there financially. You feel me? And that's not enough. You feel me? So, but when I was out of all my brothers, I was different. You feel me? My little brother had me. I moved away out of I see where I grew up, right? You feel me? Because my brother grew up different from how I grew up. Like I said, I had no role model. My brother had me. So I had to try to keep shit away from him, gain him love, teach him shit, this and that. But it was just like once I realized that my wrongdoings was falling back on him, I couldn't live with the fact that if anything happened to him, it was because of my wrongdoing. Because nigga, the streets don't play fair. You feel me? If they can't get you, they gonna get somebody close to you.
Shit, life don't play fair either.
That's the state they turn to now. Because when I was growing up, you didn't touch the family. You don't touch those that's not enlisted members of the destruction that you serve. You know what I'm saying? A family was a sacred commodity. They stay away from your street activities. So people started doing that when they got too cowardly to handle dealing with the person that they want. So they want to start shooting at anybody.
Yeah.
So you can't do that.
See, young niggas trying to prove a point, trying to get their stripes.
But those stripes lead you to the state penitentiary system,
right
where there's OGs waiting on you when they already done passed the law that you don't be doing those drive-by shootings because innocent children and women get.
But they big homies ain't telling them no.
Yeah, but when
like
they go up, but see, it's different on the street. Then you got big homies in here doing 300 years because of the hood that's got a voice.
And then there's some people that really just don't give a fuck. Bro.
Yeah, they don't. You do. You said that.
Like
right.
we care. We might care. You feel me? But we'll never really understand the person that don't give a fuck. It really be people that don't care about going to jail.
Maybe I don't know what to be that made them lose their hope or inspiration, but some people's hearts just go cold.
But look, we're an hour in, and we gave y'all extra 5 minutes, man. So we'll see y'all next week. Shout out to, you feel me, everybody that tuned in.
Thanks for stopping by.
Everybody that left a comment. Then at the same time, you feel me, when you go back and watch, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And just tune in next week. Much love. Peace and blessings.
Y'all be safe till we meet again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that